Have-Nots by Matthew Arter. Prologue. The town burned. The lives and loves of 1,000 people burned. The friends and family that had existed unspoiled for 11 generations burned. Everything burned but the stranger. There he stood in the collapsed ruin of a once beautiful fountain, the center of town. Long had he searched for the keystone, that which may let his power truly flow unchecked.
Such a pity,
he said to himself.
I loved the wine they made here. Why can't people just cooperate?
Walking across the firelit fountain square, he idly stepped over the burning, mangled corpses of the town's residents. The stranger's echoing booted steps finally came to rest at the steps of the meager cathedral. His intense green eyes gazed pityingly down at the battered form of the stunningly beautiful elf garbed in a blood-stained white gown.
Did I not tell you that this town should have been built of stone and iron, and that wood could only lead to fires? But then again, Sakara, you never did listen to my sage advice. You know I have the power to undo all of this, to set right this small hamlet in which you love so much.
Even in the night, he could see her familiar features clearly. Silent rage and pain burned behind the eyes of the elf mage, tears running down her ash-stained face.
You will never find the keystone, monster. I've broken it, scattered the pieces along this mortal plane. Even should you discover their locations, I will be there to protect it.
He could see clearly that she was forcing the words through her broken jaw. A small twinge of admiration stirred somewhere deep within him.
Just know, Sakara, you force my hand. Someday I will undo all of this pain, and we will be together once more,
the stranger said with a sigh of regret. His palms began to glow with an unearthly green light, and as he clenched his fists, it grew to a blinding light. He reached down and slammed both fists into the stomach of the elf. He felt the burning, the hollow that filled her stomach, and as he looked into her azure eyes, they faded to gray, and he knew it was done. He looked off into the distance. The sun was rising over the destruction he'd wrought. He set off towards the sun, taking it as an omen of things to pass. There was much work to be done, and none would stand in the way of the King Witch.